Hello everyone, my name is Carla Venegas and today I'll be addressing a growing trend in education, and the trend I chose is social media. And if you take a look at the layout of my Prezi, you will see it resembles sort of like a MySpace slash Facebook page. So here I have my profile picture, and yes, this is an actual picture of myself. And then here I have my name, and here I have my background picture, which I chose sunflowers, which is my favorite flower. Just thought it'd be nice to sort of customize it. And then here I have the title of my presentation, which is a growing trend in education, social media. Like I said, I wanted to keep it close to a social media network site layout, so here I included a place which I visited, which I just put the University of La Verne. Um, so back to the original purpose of this presentation. Anyways, so what is social media? Well, for those who do not know, social media is a website or websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking sites. So with all the advancements in technology, social media is something that you can't just only access through computers, but in fact now you can also access them um, on tablets, mobile phones, and even um, iPhones. Wait, just kidding. I meant to say iPods. Yes. Um, so this brings us back to the question of why is social media being used in the classroom? Well, as the previous slide demonstrated, it's easy to access, and even if a child doesn't have internet access at home, they can go to places such as the public library or McDonald's and Starbucks, which have free Wi-Fi. In addition to that, educators are constantly trying to figure out ways to appeal to their students, and social media is this generation's way of communicating. Yes, there is still text messaging and email, but social media is definitely what appeals to this new generation, and basically educators are thinking that if you can't beat them, you should join them. Here I have a couple of pictures of the logos of very popular social media network sites. First we have Twitter, then we have Instagram, this one's for Vine, Facebook, Snapchat, and Tumblr. Personally, I only use Instagram, um, Facebook, and Snapchat. And what Instagram is, as the name and the icon suggest, it is a way to share pictures and short videos, while Facebook is a site where you can share pictures, videos, links, memes, statuses. You can create group messages. You can just chat with one specific person. You can create Facebook groups, and you can even create events and invite people to them. Lastly, Snapchat is a quick way to share a picture or a video with a select few. The pictures and videos can last from 1 to 10 seconds, and after those 1 to 10 seconds are over, the picture and video disappear. Just be wary that people can screenshot them, so everything is not permanently has not permanently disappeared. So here are some pros of using social media in the classroom. First off, we have the student benefits. Social media sites in the classroom are useful because they develop 21st century skills. In modern day, technology is so relevant to a lot of people's lives, and it's important for students to be tech savvy. Sometimes, in the sometimes I mean, in the future, there will be jobs that present day don't exist, and with preparation of um, allowing your students to have knowledge of technology will better prepare them to be eligible and better qualified for these upcoming jobs. It teaches collaboration and how to communicate effectively because these social media network sites are the only way to convey ideas to one another. It is important for students to be responsible and articulate their ideas to produce a um, better work. It also keeps them communicated to teacher and peers outside of the classroom. And last but not least, we have immediate access to due dates and assignments, which I personally think is very important because so, um, more often than we think, students lose their papers, they can accidentally misplace them, um, rip them, or sometimes there's just confusion on when things are due, and if it's up on the social media network site, it's there permanently and they can just quickly access it. Then we even have parent benefits. If social media is used more in the classroom, parents can benefit because there's an increase in parent-teacher communication. If the parent has a social media network site of their own, they can use it to talk and communicate to the teacher. Then also allows for more involvement in the classroom, maybe not directly within the classroom setting, but it does allow parents to maybe possibly view the work that their children is um, is completing if a teacher decides to post it on social media network. It also creates an understanding of teacher expectations, and this last point goes in relation to the previous point in which I talked about due dates and assignments. Then lastly, we have teacher benefits, and the way that social media network sites benefit teachers is that it creates a community of educators. It allows teachers to communicate with educators not only at their school, but at schools in other places in the United States and maybe even outside the country. It encourages collaboration with other teachers, even in subjects that are not the ones being taught by the teacher, but it allows for disciplines to overlap, and that's a great thing to have students work on in their projects because it really allows there to be a to target the higher order concerns of Bloom's taxonomy. So it exposes teachers to new information and ideas, and also it can be less expensive. Sometimes the resources, the materials, the paper that teachers need to create these assignments or projects or whatever is being done in the classroom can be costly, and teachers are, I feel, very well, there's a lot of very unselfish teachers that are willing to pitch in some of their own pocket money, but if social media can eliminate that and still create meaningful assignments and projects, it's definitely an opportunity that doesn't hurt to try out. So here I sort of constructed what a social media network site classroom setting, I guess you could say, would look like. Here, this box is to share links, and here I gave an example of a link to a video on YouTube, and I said, "Hey everyone, I found the YouTube video we watched in class. This is for those who still need to finish up your worksheets." So here I would be essentially helping out my classmates, and for those who didn't finish the assignment in class, I went on YouTube, gave them access to the video, so now for the next day they can turn in their assignment and receive all the points. Then also, here is a shared photo, and what I decided to make this example of is an extra credit assignment in which I had to visit somewhere and share a picture of it. Here I took a picture from the internet, but it's of the Griffith Observatory, and it was for extra credit. Um, and I I added, not added, I tagged Mr. Perry which would be my teacher. And so now he can see this picture, and then I even left a little note that I was going to Snapchat a selfie later on. I chose the Griffith Observatory because I felt like it went well with the other example of the solar system. But yeah, see, these are two easy ways in which social media network sites can be used in the classroom. And they're very simple and they're very appealing to the students because it's things they're already familiar with. So my status updates. What are my final thoughts on this growing trend? I think social media sites are a great way to engage students in education because when used properly, social media network sites can really set up a student for success in the classroom and in the workforce. I just think that teachers should be wary of how they use their social media network sites, how they set up the whole thing, but overall, I think it's a great idea and it wouldn't take much explaining to the students because they're already familiar with these sites. Well, thank you for listening and watching this presentation.